Give you a bit of an overview about the university and about the College of Science and Engineering that we're representing. I'll then pass to Professor Martin Jacob, who will tell you about the new program in engineering, professional engineering, that we are launching at this event, and tell you a little bit about the background to that program. And we'll finish off with Professor Mark McCormick from Marine Biology to tell you a little bit about our marine biology course. So let me get started by just telling you a little bit about where we are and who we are. And Gerald just mentioned a few things about that already. We are a university, a medium-sized university in Australia. We've got about 21,000 students, and we're located in tropical North Queensland. Our main campus is in a city called Townsville, 200,000 students. North from us, we've got a second campus in Cairns, which is a tourist resort you may or may not have heard of. And we've got a third campus in Singapore. We also teach courses in Brisbane and Southeast Queensland as well. We are a tropical university. We were founded as a tropical university. Our topic areas that we focus on are tropical. And many of our specializations where we've got global strength in are in tropical environmental sciences, tropical biology, tropical earth sciences, and tropical engineering as well. So that's our focus. That's what we try and do, and that's how we differentiate ourselves from other universities in Australia as well. We pride ourselves on excellent job outcomes. We are in a part of Australia where there's not a very large population. So our students tend to find jobs quite readily out of school, and that is because we're very focused on hands-on practical training and close working relationships with industry and with government. So like I said, we are a world leader in tropical science. We are a world leader in climate change science as well. And we use the tropics as our laboratory. That part of Australia is very empty, 500,000 people in 1 million square kilometers. So we've got lots of nature around us, which we use to our benefit to make our courses very hands-on and very much allow our students to experience nature. All right, so top 2% in the world. We are ranked within the top 50 of new universities. We are a relatively new university, only founded in 1970, so we're 48 years old now. And we are one of the leading universities in job success in making students jobs afterwards. So what we'll do here, like I mentioned before, we'll give you a brief overview of aspects of marine biology and environmental sciences, which Mark will do. I'll say a few words about geology and earth sciences, and Martin will speak about engineering and more specifically about the launch of our new Masters of Engineering professional program and specializations that go within it. All right, so a few words about JCU and more specifically the College of Science and Engineering. So why would you want to study at JCU? Apart from the fact that we are in a very beautiful part of the world, in a pristine environment, never any traffic jams, guys. There's only 180,000 people in Townsville. The beaches are fantastic, and there's usually nobody on the beach. You can go snorkeling and diving. So lots of people pay lots of money to come to Townsville for a holiday, and we live there. And our students can study there. So that's quite special to start with. But what's more, so apart from our unique environment, we've got world-class experts in a number of areas, the areas we are representing here, and they teach our students. They teach students in wonderful learning spaces, very good research capabilities. We look at hands-on world issues and resource availability in the world. So it's very much focused on issues that are really important to the world. And we build a lot of skills and interaction into our teaching programs. Therefore, we live in a unique environment and we make use of that in our classroom as well as best as we can. So all of our classes, or many of our classes, have got aspects of the environment directly built in. And what I mean here is, if you do geology, the next day you go out in the field and you can touch a rock and you can smell it. If you learn about mining, we can go to the mining industry because there's plenty of mines around us and make students see what it is to be on a mine. And the same goes for the rainforest, and as Mark will explain, the same goes for the reef as well. So our environment is unique, we know that, and that makes our university special. So we are taught by the best. We have world-class leaders in areas like environmental science, marine science, earth science, and they stand in front of the classroom. There's only 12,000 students in Townsville, which is the place where the three of us are based, and that means there's only 40, 50 students max in the classroom. And that means that we have a very personal relationship with the students, that we know the students and the students know us. And it also means that the professors actually get to teach in these classes instead of teaching assistants that have to stand in front of a dozen or 1,000 students, as is the case in some of the bigger universities in Australia. We've got excellent facilities. We've just built a new science place, a $90 million facility with state-of-the-art research facilities built in. We are currently designing and developing a new engineering place which will be delivered in 2021 to get it times 50, to make it Indian rupees. So those are major investments we are making in our facilities to ensure that we are world standard in terms of delivery. Like I mentioned before, we tackle real world issues and we put them into our programs as much as we can. And that's issues related to climate change, for instance, that's issues related to new technologies. So a few years back we launched our IoT program, Internet of Things, which looks at sensor technologies, big data, data analytics, and that comes back into all our programs and we build it into all our programs because we know that our students need these skills and we try and make them job ready for that. So the skills, we have very close relationship with industry in North Queensland as well as with government. I mentioned before that there's only 500,000 people and that makes for a very tightly knit community, and that means that the university, being the only university in North Queensland, interacts with industry, interacts with local government, state government to provide the graduates for the region. That's our first focus, but of course we bring in many international students into that as well and give them that opportunity of engagement that we can offer our own students as well. And that means that we build in many skills. We make them job ready, we interact with industry, and we show them what the real world looks like.